pretty basket, unprecedented glory, because today I'm going to share with you the results appertaining to being the only fasting raw fruitarian on the planet. So, what transpired within a 5-year time window? What was the aftermath of this experiment? What ensued? Did it culminate in something fruitful, or was it an unfruitful experiment to undergo? Well, of course, the results are unprecedented. I've improved my health in every facet. Unfortunately, I continue to wane, atrophy, and become further and further impaired and debilitated as my sleep is further compromised. But that's a separate issue, and I really don't want to digress. So let's get back to the main point, and let's not divert our focus away from the subject at hand. So the experiment thus far has been salubrious, to say the least. I never succumbed to constipation. I never succumbed to migraines. I never succumbed to chronic, severe, dire, ineffably terrible inflammation. So, by being a fruitarian who only consumes raw fruits and raw vegetables, by drinking distilled water devoid of the acute neurotoxin, sodium fluoride, chlorine, alloys, and other deleterious, noxious compounds, I've been able to augment, enhance, and improve my health in every way, shape, and form. So, never being constipated, never succumbing to headaches nor migraines, never succumbing to nausea, never feeling dissatisfied post consuming a meal. Has definitely been a meritorious experience, to say the least, because it allows my body to optimize its health. So, by fasting for at least 36 to 48 hours per meal, I'm able to enter ketosis since I'm dry fasting. And by entering ketosis, I'm expediting the process of autophagy, allowing my vessel to terminate, eradicate, decimate, and ravage cancer cells. Everything I eat is characterized by high levels of alkalinity, meaning everything I consume leaves an alkaline residue in my body post being digested. So it leaves a pH level above 7 after it's digested. I also eat in a very specific order to minimize digestive distress and to maximize nutrient absorption. So I start off with the utmost acidic fruits, followed by the subacidic fruits, followed by the sweet fruits, and then I move on to the plant-based proteins and the plant-based carbs, and then the plant-based fats. Of course, I never have oils because they're oxidized. Even if they're triple virgin, oils are still oxidized, and I only drink distilled water. So for the bulk of my calories, 87% of my calories are derived from plant-based fats. So I eat the organic coconut shreds in tandem with avocados, and when you submerge it in water, it retards oxidation, so your food is less likely to sully and spoil and brownen, and it's less likely to succumb to free radical damage and become oxidized. So submerge your fruits and vegetables in water when you can, as I'm doing now. I add turmeric and ginger to my foods to augment the nutritional value and to increase the bioavailability of turmeric by 2000%. I also add some black pepper. I take some supplements that encompass nascent iodine in order to expunge sodium fluoride from my body. I also take a vegan variant of vitamin B12 in conjunction with a vegan variant of vitamin D3, so that I can thrive, prosper, and flourish. Now, this diet has been beneficial to me in every way, shape, and form, because not only does it imbue me with energy and allow me to function at my peak post getting adequate REM sleep, but it also allows me to decrease my mortality rate, safeguard my telomeres, prolong my lifespan, and attain optimal health. So being a raw fruitarian is a fruitful endeavor, to say the least. And by not cooking your food, you're leaving the enzymes intact, and it's much easier for your body to ingest and then subsequently digest the fruits and vegetables. So I don't microwave anything, I don't heat anything, I don't cook anything, I don't bastardize my products. They're unadulterated, to say the least. So eating fruits and vegetables will augur an auspicious future. And eating fruits and vegetables allows me to indulge in sheer and utter ecstasy. The ecstasy is unalloyed, to say the least. So if you want to be buoyant, jovial, gleeful, jubilant, elated, ecstatic, euphoric, then eat fruits and vegetables in tandem with sea salt, turmeric, and ginger. Each meal I typically have 10 to 20,000 milligrams of sea salt, but I keep my body evenly hydrated, so it should be fine. And by dry fasting, I'm able to enter ketosis in 1/3 of the time that it would otherwise take if I were water fasting instead, meaning only drinking distilled water amid a fast. So I can break my dry fast in 24 hours and then go another 12 to 24 hours without consuming any food, but at least I'll be in ketosis then, so it's just great. So I love these foods. They never lose their luster, to say the least. I love eating foods that are savory, piquant, zesty, flavorful, nutrient dense, and that stimulate my palate. So I gain my stimuli by eating fruits and vegetables. I know it's uncanny, I know it's peculiar, I know it's bizarre, I know it's abnormal, and I know it's unorthodox, but this is what I love. And I need my electrolytes, and salt will suffice. These foods are chock full of phytonutrients, macronutrients, micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, carotenoids, and other salubrious compounds. So if you don't eat fruits and vegetables, if you don't get any sleep, and if you're not generating revenue, then it may portend inauspicious beginnings or a bleak, grim outcome. So eat fruits and vegetables, get your sleep. And this 5-year experiment of being a raw fruitarian or being a fasting raw fruitarian, of just eating 3 to 4 times a week, eating only fruits and vegetables and drinking only distilled water, has been a fruitful endeavor. And we'll see where it gets me by allowing this experiment to remain ongoing in perpetuity. Hopefully I won't be extricated from this simulation. Hopefully I can maintain my vessel as long as possible in the simulation that you perceive as reality, even though nothing here is tangible. Particles are just fluctuations of energy, vibrating at extremely slow frequencies. That means anything that appears to be tangible, such as this mouse, is really a consolidated form of energy. It's preordained to become liberated in the future. When it disintegrates, the energy will just change form from something that appears tangible to something that is non-tangible. And atoms are mostly devoid of anything. They're mostly comprised of empty space. So this is a consolidated form of energy that's preordained to become liberated over the course of time. I hope that you found this video to be enthralling and insightful. I recommend and advocate being a fasting raw fruitarian. You won't regret it. It will help you optimize your health, nutrify your body, and stave off free radical damage, allow you to avert succumbing to a chronic disease such as cancer. Cancer cannot survive in an alkaline body. The only part of your body that needs to be acidic is the stomach. For frugivores and heart, we have high pH levels, long intestines, flat teeth, and vessels devoid of innate weaponry, unlike carnivores, which are the antithesis of herbivores or frugivores. So I hope that you found this video to be fascinating. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.